Welcome back. It's time for Let's Play Skies of Arcadia. I'm Nye, that's Trance, and
hello.
We have collecting to do. Oh boy! First, notice that Prince Enrique is out here, standing next to her. This is his new permanent spot.
They've been pooning relentlessly.
Oh, everyone knows that. It's the talk of the town. Okie dokie.
Indeed.
So we can make our way out. We don't actually need to be here anymore. And we won't be back here for quite some time. For those of you who are just interested in storyline, I'm not going to tell you to skip this one, because I've done that before, and we actually had storyline things happen. But I'm not going to be doing storyline this time. We have two more crew members to collect that I really would appreciate collecting. And speaking of... Nope, still not Vice Legendary, so I still can't collect one of them. But I can collect the other one. And we're going to be doing a hell of a lot of discovery finding. We're going to see exactly how many discoveries I can find by memory without looking at a map. Notice on the left-hand side, my altimeter has expanded greatly. The white lines there show middle sky, which is where I am right now. This is where most of the actual land masses can be found. It is also where all of the enemies are. By dipping down, you can go to lower sky down here, where it's nice and dark and scary. There are a very scant few discoveries down here, and there are also no enemies. And by lifting our nose up and going way the hell up, we get to go into upper sky, which is where we are right now. This is where you're going to find me spend most of my time. Upper sky is where there are a just absolute ton of discoveries. There are absolutely no monsters up here either, which is fantastic, and it is actually very, very easy to get lost up here. The first thing to do is to do what every kid in Ireland likes to do, which is go to the end of the rainbow, which is directly south of Crescent Isle, and that would be right here, to Rainbow Island.
Fun fact, the leprechaun's pot of gold doesn't actually refer to gold the coin. No, you see, traditionally in Ireland, kegs were crafted out of gold. They found it imparted a lovely flavor to the alcohol. Thus, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow was in fact a keg of beer.
Anyways, if you fly southwest from the Rainbow Island, you'll find the Iron Star. Nope, Iron Star.
Fall, stain the earth red.
If you'll notice, the Iron Star actually looks a lot like the Red Gigas. So it's some sort of satellite, but we can't see why. But again, all the discoveries give a lot of information about what civilization was like back when the Rains of Destruction had not fallen. So we had satellites up here, we had, lots of very cool stuff. This actually implies, because this is supposed to be an actual satellite, this implies that I am at the edge of space right now. I'm not sure how true that is.
That's a freaking sky satellite.
Yep. Now, if we fly this way, I might actually get in a random encounter here, but if I remember correctly, there is a discovery to be found on these green hills over here. Let's find out. Am I right? Is there one right over here? Or does my memory deceive me? Come on. Show. I might have to chase that. Please, please give it. Oh, it's right here. This hatch right here. Gimme. This is the ruins of Rolana. Some sort of a trading outpost. And now let's see if I can chase the sky train. There are a number of moving discoveries, like the sky train. The sky train, one second. The sky train has a triangular run. It goes basically from Yafutoma down to the lands of ice, up to the Ixtaka, and all the way back across. It is also extremely hard to catch. You can end up sitting here for about 20 minutes waiting for it to show up. Now, okay, hold on, let me catch up to this thing, because it is actually a train.
That's a train, all right.
Yep. Red, green, and purple moons, and it just keeps on flying onwards. Now, there is...
It's got to be a reference to something.
Could be. Or just could be just something that's ridiculously cool. There is a way to cheese the discoveries that are moving. It's actually very easy. All you do is save and reset the game, and this resets where any given discovery can be found.
So you just go where they spawn.
Exactly. Or most of the guides that tell you to do this will tell you to go to a specific spot and turn a specific direction. You'll see it coming towards you. Because it's easier to do that than to pinpoint the spawn point. Especially for some of the discoveries, which are very, very fast. I'm going to try to avoid doing that, because I've done that a lot of times, and I would like to find them all on my own. Good luck to me. Okay, so we're going to fly north now. I'm actually just going to be ranging all over the map this episode, guys, so I might be wasting a little bit of time. But, screw it. Okay, there's Crescent Isle. We're just going to ignore that for the time being. I'm going to keep going north. Keep your eyes on the skies, because at any given moment, I could be seeing the flying flail. There's a lot of discoveries I could be seeing right now, actually. Let's see, but the first one I need is going to be in this general direction. Let's see where it is. I believe I already got the balloon seed. Actually, let's check on that. Did I get the balloon seed? I'm pretty sure I got the balloon seed. Journal. Discoveries. So you can see how much we've actually found so far. You can also see how much we have not found. Okay. Balloon seed. Got it. Okay, so now that we have the balloon seed, we need the balloon flower, because they exist too. Let's see if we can find them. By going absolute vertical up and down to change altitudes instead of flying forwards up and down, you can pretty much guarantee that you're not going to have to fight any actual monsters at any given time. Cool little trick. Now, I'm going to go over here. So I might have to fight some enemies. It's the risk I'm going to have to take, because if I remember correctly, we got something to snag over here.
Now, Top of the Sky has 0% encounter rate, right?
Correct.
And the white map reduces encounter rate by a further 25 to 50%.
Here's
correct?
the Stone City, folks.
Ooh.
And again, it gives a lot of... It's a little bit of creepypasta here. The homes that here appear to have been abandoned hastily, but there's no evidence that explains what actually happened. The game does this a lot. It's not like creepy, but there's this ever so subtle creepypasta that sort of sits there, this little creepy feeling that's hence this game was intended to be a lot darker than it actually became. I'm not sure how true that is, but...
Fly around in the space with no encounters, with the white map equipped. What this does is it sets your encounter rate to minus 25%. Could you use this to queue up lacks of encounter?
As cool as that would be, no.
Aw. I guess you're gonna have to play Wild Arms to get that.
That's on my list. But I got other games due before that one. I think we'll probably end up seeing the Ratchet and Clank series before I get all along to that. This will probably end up being my last true RPG for a while.
That was easy.
Okay. Next, let's see. Where does my map say I am? I'm north of Valua, I know that. And we need to go actually further north and up. Let's fly through the clouds, because there's a fairyland castle that I very much would like to see up here. Let's see.
The amount of blue in the meter is inversely proportional to the amount of oxygen in Vice's blood screen.
Exactly. So this is the fairyland castle I was talking about.
Cool.
This is up in Upper Sky.
Wait, that's not a discovery, that's a place?
This is a place. It's actually a very important place. There's a crew member here. And he is one of the most important crew members of the game, but there's also a Cham, so you don't want to miss that. Okay, if you talk over to this guy...
Crap.
This is Ilchymis, which sounds awful lot like alchemist, and that's exactly what he is.
My God.
So if you talk to him, he's going to talk to you, ask you what you want, and if you ask him to join your crew, he'll say no. He's not a doctor, he's a chemist, and he likes to travel, but he cannot. And that's about it. Sorry guys, there's no crew member here. I wasted your time. Sorry. Or not. Trick is, you have to go back and ask him again, and that's how you get him to actually reveal what the flag is for him to actually join you. Ask him if he'll join again.
Via nag. For the win.
Now he's going to say that he wasn't planning on leaving the island, but he was once a nobleman of Valua. He threw it all away because he wanted to pursue his studies, and has no intent to return to the world until he finds someone who has a heart full of wisdom, a man who is capable of casting the silver magic Risalim, which I've been capable of casting for the past 20-some-odd episodes, so... Actually, we know that spell. That incredibly difficult spell? Apparently we have a heart full of wisdom and love, so, okay, sure. And that's Ilchymis.
Wisdom and love. That's how he's pronouncing them, but they're actually not spelled that way. They're alchemical chemicals, which sounds kind of redundant, which are imbued by holding a silver moonstone. Highly toxic.
Yep. Now, Ilchymis will, if used in random battle, or in a ship-to-ship battle, he will raise our ship's capabilities for a short period of time, which I believe is just one turn. I believe just raises all stats. Fairly good, but that's not why we want him. Ilchymis is the second of our 3 merchants, and he is the one that sells the cheaty face stat-up seeds.
Which means he breaks the game in half.
Absolutely. Have you noticed that I've been saving up as much money as I possibly can find? Over directly
Which
south...
character are you going to make ludicrously overpowered?
Why are you even asking? So, if you look directly south of Ilchymis' island and in Middle Sky, you'll find the Philosophy Stone, which makes perfect sense, because he's the alchemist.
I see what they did there.
Absolutely. And, let's see, let's go back to Upper Sky, and, oh, fish. Let's go due south for a second, and go into Valuan airspace for a couple of reasons. First, we need to go find a very tall mountain. And when I say tall, I mean tall. Let's see. Mountain. That's not it. That's not it. I'm looking for a tall mountain. I'm not seeing one. Ah, there we are. This is the tall mountain I'm talking about. When I say tall, I mean fairly tall. And the reason why we want to go to this one, maybe it's not this one. Okay, never mind, hold on. Where am I on the map? Oh, too far south. Got it. The Valuans are actually now searching for us inside of Valuan airspace. That's what that attack was for. And, let's see, where is the spot I'm looking for? One of these mountains has a discovery. One that we could not have made any other time. By the way, because we're here, this is Valua, guys. I am currently in Valua, in the Delphinus. And in case you missed anything in Valua when you were last here, you can actually go into Lower City Valua.
And suddenly their massive impenetrable defenses are a pile of shit.
Pretty much. Yeah, I'm not actually going to do it because there's no point. I've gotten everything that I needed there, but I thought it would be cool to mention. Okay. So we're going to keep on cruising along this mountain until I find what I'm looking for. Is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? Nope. How about this one? Oh, come on, I know one of these has it. Okay, hold on, let me get my bearings. Where's the Mauve TARDIS? That's the Mauve TARDIS. Okay, so it's a little bit to the east. I told you guys I'm not using a map for this. There's the really tall mountain. I told you it was a really, really tall mountain. So here's the really tall mountain. If you go to the top of the really tall mountain, you find the Sky Ladder.
It's not so much a really tall mountain as a really triangular one.
Exactly. Well, it stretches further above the clouds than any other one does in this area, and that is how you find the Sky Ladder. Now, you might think... Well, let me just... The Sky Ladder goes almost as high as my ship does. Now, I doubt I'm going to see it anytime soon, because honestly, this thing is always a pain in the ass to find, but running from East to west, roughly in the airspace I am, will be a flying flail. It is a discovery. It's a pain in the ass to find, but it has a hilarious backstory. We'll find it eventually.
A
flail?
flail?
As in an Olympic flail. The one they do with the shot put?
The ball and chain?
Yes. But they call it a flail. And so flail I will also call it. Yeah, it's also a flail. Okay, let's see. What else can I find while I'm thinking about it? Because I will eventually find all of them. It's just a matter of... I'll be methodical about it next episode. But I'm just going to catch the random ones that I find particularly interesting.
Let's see. That's what I've been meaning to ask.
Yep.
If you find if you find a discovery but don't turn it in, does that mean the other guy gets the discovery credit?
Nope, because he's now on my crew and he stopped looking for discoveries a while ago.
Well, if you hadn't crewified him.
Yes, if I don't turn it in, well, I can't remember how it's done. I believe if I find it, the game considers me to have found it, so it doesn't give a damn.
Oh,
like I believe that's how the game actually treats this, is that I actually found it, so the game doesn't try to take it away from me. But I'm not quite sure, because I've never actually played a time where I did not pay attention to discoveries. Also, it may just be me. I don't know how true this is, because I've never actually tested it, because frankly I don't care. But I believe your movement speed actually gets reduced in lower sky, which is the reason why I play around in upper sky. Oh, there they are. The Bottomless Pit. I was actually trying to look for this a lot of episodes ago when we just left Ixtaka, and I just couldn't quite find it. Supposedly the entrance to the land of the dead. Also, they're a lot bigger than the drawing likes to make them. I did mention this game was kind of dark when you get to the discoveries, right?
You have to go down there, don't you?
Maybe. But
why do I get the feeling that A, you have to go down there, and B, it's the freak in the space hat's fault?
Would you stop spoiling things for the other campers? Seriously. Anyway.
I didn't spoil it, you did. By saying it was a spoiler.
Okay, so next we are looking... This is actually not a discovery, this is just something I happen to want.
Oh, no, that's the green moon.
Yeah, that's the green moon. Is it this guy? No, he's not high enough. There is going to be a hermit who is going to have a ship that's high in the sky, proving that the Ixtakans are not the only people who can fly away the hell up here. While I'm here, isn't there something on this particular island? I remember there being something on this island. There will be a hermit up here, and if you talk to him, and if you have a ton of sardies, which, amazingly, I have, he will give you an Abric Cham. I'll find him. While you're up here, if you didn't get everything in Rixus, which, well, you obviously weren't paying attention, you can actually fly directly to Rixus. It's right over here. And you can enter through here, if I remember correctly. Oh, it's been a while. Oh, hey, look, that's a gigantic bird. Let's go fight it. Come here. Come on. Hi.
Sky pirates. Murdering Huo for fun and profit.
Pretty much. This is the second great sky battle for Vice the Sky King. It's a big-ass bird. If you folks didn't know it was here, I invite you to recall back to the time we flew through the South Ocean and found the discovery, the Rock's Nest. They're not just making this stuff up, folks. Those are actually hints as to where these things are. If you're looking for a... the only one that I don't know a hint for is actually the spider web enemy that we found a long time ago, like 2 episodes ago. No, that was last episode. Wow. That's the only one that I don't know of a hint for. But he's really easy to find anyways. The other 3 you actually have to go find. Luckily, they're not that hard to find. Twizzlers.
Fun fact, the red color from Twizzlers is formed not out of a normal dye, but it is instead an all-natural food coloring produced by popping small beetles.
Have you heard my new indie band, Popping Small Beetles? Well, I'd say it's an indie band. It's basically a tribute band. Or, rather, an anti-tribute band. They hate British music.
The insect is known as a cochineal, or perhaps cochineal, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. And that bird is yelling at your ship to try and kill it.
Yup. It's not particularly effective. On the other hand, Vice thinks it's going to tear the ship apart. I frankly don't care, and I'm just going to keep doing my thing. Well, let's use a crew member. Let's see, who do I have? No. Nope. That's the one I want. Now, you want to make sure that Orala is the last one you use for the turn. Because you want to have full points going into the following turn. Now that I think about it, we only have one crew member left.
But you must be a legend to attain them.
Yep. It won't take me much longer. Actually, I think the reason I haven't actually gotten it yet is because I have been kind of neglecting my discoveries.
Yeah, you haven't turned them in for quite a while, have you?
Doesn't matter. It's the finding them that counts, I think.
Oh. Well, turning them in still gets you a large heap of gold, doesn't it?
This is true.
And you do have the guy that's going to make Vice the god of death, right?
Well, Vice is already the god of death. What you gotta remember is that Ilchymis' seeds are extremely expensive. They're 10k a pop. I can currently afford 7 of them.
Well, you'll be able to afford more soon, and you know 10 points of attack can make a huge difference.
Well, it's not 10 points. It is certainly not 10 points. Every seed, I believe, gives 3 points of attack.
Ooh, that's even better.
Let's take that thing straight on. That sounds like an idea. Is it going to give me my Moonstone Cannon? Can I have my Moonstone Cannon? I can has my Moonstone Cannon. Okay. Goodbye, Demon Bird. Alas, poor bird, we barely knew him. And we didn't intend to, either.
Moonstone Cannon!
Your ship has the weirdest boner right now.
Pretty much. Killing birds is arousing. Bye! Down in flames, yet another enemy.
I find it hilarious that you shot a bird so hard it caught fire and exploded.
And didn't you saw the weird barrel roll spin thing it was doing, right? I don't even think there's a word for that. Got the wooden doll, very, very important for Vice the Extravagant. Okay. Well, that was good. Glad I got that out of the way. So that's 2 out of 4 optional bosses. Remember, I also have to do, I believe it's 10 optional non-boss sky battles in order to get the title. Here's the Observatory. Shows that the Ixtokans were actually quite advanced when it came to space investigation. There's another one over here? No. Okay. There's Yafutoma right there, but I'm not going there yet. Yafutoma actually has some really awesome discoveries. Very, very flavorful. I really love going there. We're not going there yet.
You know, all this talk of Yafutoma is making me realize that it sounds delicious.
There's the Alupas. Sages of the forest that choose their mates for life. I don't know why the game bothers to tell us that, though. I don't know why that the game considers that to be important. Ah, and there's the guy. Okay, remember, the Yafutomans, lands of the Blue Moon, are supposed to be the only ones who are able to fly above the sky other than us. And yet this guy's just kind of sitting here. Ixtacan Hermit. North of the lands of the Yellow Moon, there's a wonderful flower called the Balloon Flower. Very beautiful. And so he's actually telling us where one of the discoveries can be found. The other one is the Flutterflies, that you can only find by traveling very high in the sky. He's supposed to... one second.
Wait, flutterflies high in the sky?
Uh-huh.
Are they next to a rainbow that can read by any chance?
No, we already found the rainbow discovery. And it's in a slightly different part of the sky. Okay, hold on, let me try something. Because that's actually the hermit I was looking for, and I'm trying to get a Abric Cham out of him. But I'm not sure if he's flagged to do that yet. I'm not sure if I have to find the balloon flower and the flutterflies before he'll actually do that for me. Yep, I have to find those first. Okay, screw you, sir. Okay, let's see. It's time to go to Looperland, which is directly north of me. I'm not joking about that name, by the way. So if you go due north from the Ixtacan area and go over the Dark Rift, you will reach Looperland, which is this entire area right here. Like, it actually carves out a very large portion of the map.
Nothing but loopers?
Nothing but loopers. That's actually exactly right. Every enemy you will find in this area is a looper. All of them. Let's see, am I actually where I need to be?
I've gotta ask. Why?
For a number of reasons, apparently. Well, there's actually the funniest reason. Okay. But very important here. Notice how the sky is darkening. This is not a mistake. What you want to do, there's a certain altitude that you need to fly at. Because this is actually a discovery. It's actually a very cool discovery. It's one a lot of people miss. What you gotta do, fly towards the darkening sky. The closer you get to the discovery, the darker the sky becomes. And it's only found in upper sky. It's just a matter of finding the exact spot. Whoop, there it is. Okay. Now we just have to find... There it is! Eclipse Point. So this is actually a localized discovery that has nothing to find except for the fact that the screen went dark. As I said, most people will miss that. Okay. Next. Okay, I just wanted to prove a point. Whoa, hello. So this is Looperland. The game doesn't actually name it, but I think this guy should make my point pretty clear.
What the crap? What the crap?
It's a giant looper.
What?
It's a giant looper.
It's completely hollow. It's a giant...
It's a giant looper.
Yep.
Okay. So
that most certainly is.
So this fight you have to move very quick about, because he likes to run. This is actually one of several fights where the enemy will run if you don't move quick. This is actually, there's actually an optional boss battle, which is required for Vice the Sky King, where you get 2 and only 2 turns to beat him, and if you fail to do so, you lost the title.
That kind of blows.
Yep. And it's not obvious either. It comes after a series of airship battles, so you think it's just another of the same, and you fight it like you normally would, you know, preparing and everything. and then all of a sudden, gone. So yeah, this is what he does. He jumps from ring to ring, and will lose our target. So you gotta be very, careful about him. There he is. See, he's saying hi. He's a friendly looper. He's also an abomination of nature, and I intend to kill him.
Crush the crime against nature. It must perish in fire.
He's also just going to keep on using this ability on me. Now notice he's hurting a lot more than that freaking bird did.
You mentioned that if it takes more than 2 turns to kill this, it goes away and you lose the title,
not
right?
this guy. This isn't the battle. He just likes to run. No, this is not the battle. I'll let you know when that battle happens.
Yeah, this guy apparently only runs if it takes too much damage in 1 turn.
Right. So you gotta make sure that before the end of whatever turn that you pound him with, you gotta make sure he's dead before the turn ends. So you'll notice I'm actually setting up for a alpha strike next turn. The problem is he likes to dodge a lot, so he's also very hard to kill because he's very hard to hit. Hey, I actually hit him. As you can see, he doesn't have much health. But he does hit like a train, and therefore he is worth being wary of. Okay, let's open up the front of that ship and give this guy what for. By the way, I have the engines running at full blast just to keep me steady during this. And he's shrugging it off as if it's nothing. What a jerk. Bye! And that's the giant looper.
I guess you could say you knocked him for a loop.
That was horrible. Don't do that again.
I'm stealing your puns.
No. You're stealing my Horatio Kane. That's about it. But this is still Looperland, and we haven't proven as much, apart from the whole giant looper that I just killed. So if you come over here onto this rock, you can find the Looper's Nest. Loopers are mysterious creatures, rarely seen. Ahem! Yep.
Define rare.
Pretty much. Considering I kill them by the dozen. Okay, I think that's the only thing that's in this rock face. So let's... Well, of course I had to find a group. So this is Looperland. And all you find are loopers. But unlike every other area of the game, the loopers in Looperland are not defined by the area. They just happen to come in whatever color they happen to come in.
And they still have ultra low hit points, so couldn't you just obliterate them with a rain of swords?
Yes. If you want to, loopers also give a lot of experience. So if you wanted to spam and grind, Looperland's a decent place to go.
We did it!
Like as you can see, just from those 3 guys, 741 experience, 3 magic experience, and 2,000 gold. Just from that one fight.
Yeesh, that's pretty freaking sweet.
Yep. But I'm not going to do that because I don't care. Okay, we got one more thing to do in Looperland before we leave. That's a discovery that's due north. Well, ish. This one moves. Luckily, this one has a very predictable pattern. It's getting darker. We're going to pass Eclipse Point. Oh to nose. Eclipses are evil, and the sign of the devil. apparently. Something like that. Mama said. Where am I? Okay. Along the north side of Looperland is where you will find the next discovery. The problem is, it likes to change altitude. It will go from upper sky down to lower sky, and it will go back up. It also, I think this one actually goes through the Dark Rift, too. It's kind of unfair that way. Just a matter of looking for it. But once you see it, you know, I mean, it's very, very obvious what it is. So, let's see, I'm looking for it. Where am I on the map? I'm getting close to the end of Looperland, so I'm going to have to turn back around. When it comes to some of these discoveries, it is very trial and error. I mean, very trial and error. Some discoveries are just incredibly hard to find in the first place. The rolling ball that I'm going to have to go hunt down in Yafutomen airspace is actually one of the ones that I hate the most because it is so hard to find, and because its path that it follows goes through the Dark Rift 4 freaking times. Absolute pain. Hey look, it's a bunch of yellow loopers. And these guys are just going to dodge me all day long. Unlike that last group. That last group died quickly. I liked that last group. Now, what I can't tell, are those the Looper's eyes? Or are these things related to that one puppet from the Saw movies? You know what I'm talking about.
I don't think they have eyes. If you noticed on the big one, that's where its head opened.
Yep, same with these.
And it's all one connected line, therefore that's all one big perforation.
Which means they are related to that damn puppet. Those are its cheeks.
No, those are its lips. Either they don't have eyes, or they're stored in the mouth like Sergeant Schlock's backup pair.
That too. I just got 2 black maps because, you know, I need those.
Folks, if you don't know who Sergeant Schlock is, go look up Schlock Mercenary. It's a hell of an archive binge.
There it is.
You'll thank us later.
Here's the discovery I'm looking for, right here.
It's
Longline.
Huh?
It's a fishing line.
Huh.
Just a very, very long, floating line of fishing hooks. And that one travels. Okay, let's see here. Wrong button. Okay, this episode's running long, so we're going to cut it here. Next episode, more hunting. See you guys soon.